While the F1 World Championship took another twist at the Monaco Grand Prix as Lando Norris closed the gap to McLaren teammate Oscar Piastri to just 3 points, greater intrigue welcomes the 2025 Spanish Grand Prix. Stricter tests will be used in a bid to prevent excessive flexing on wings on F1 cars, with the changes already made earlier in the season. So could that change the pecking order? But what are the changes? In an FIA explanation, single-season director Nicholas Tombasa said when the championship battles come intense, teams tend to focus a lot on other people's cars, and naturally they raise concerns, and that's led to tougher tests in 2025. After McLaren's rear wing was put under scrutiny for what was being labelled as a mini DRS, the distance between the main plane and the slot gap should not vary by more than 2mm under a 75kg vertical load. The 2025 regulation was designed to counteract so-called mini DRS effect that became quite a talking point, said Tombasas. The tests were applied from the start of the season, but it soon became apparent it was insufficient. But further changes were made after video analysis of the Australian Grand Prix, with the tolerance reduced to 0.5mm by the Japanese Grand Prix. But changes to the front wing have been anticipated at this round for quite a while, and yeah, tweaks that teams have been unhappy it's not going to take place sooner. Over a sequence of the race and at the following Belgian Grand Prix, we installed cameras on the front of the car and we concluded that these tests need to be toughened. The conclusion arrived quite late in the year, however, and we felt that it introduced extra tests at the start of the season. It would have been tough on teams to get into place, so therefore they felt a delay was sensible. Previously, deflection on the front wing was allowed to the tolerance of no more than 15mm if vertical load was applied to the both sides, and no more than 20mm if load was applied to just one side. Those values were reduced by 5mm from this weekend on. From the front wing flat flexibility, the regulations previously stated that any part of the trailing edge of the front wing flap may deflect no more than 5mm when measured along the loading axis when a 6kg point load is applied normal to the flap. The value drops to 3mm from this weekend, and obviously it's fair for the FIA to enforce these tests and make sure that we do have a level playing field. From what Toto Wolff said, I think what we've seen is that Ferrari is probably the most conservative in flexi wings. When it's going to do to the pecking order, it's something we need to look at. I'm not sure it will change things, but another angle of curiosity, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see where it goes. But McLaren should once again be favourites for the victory, but if Red Bull in particular to be believed, they may lose out the most. That shouldn't be taken as gospel. We know what Christian Horner's looks like. Max Verstappen also does have a good record in Barcelona, and Williams will be hoping to come away from the top of the midfield again after Racing Bull's cunning strategy. Fernando Alonso will be desperate to get points after missing out once again in Monaco through no fault of his own. And yeah, another interesting one will be Ferrari. Can they keep up that strong form that we saw from them in Monaco on a more conventional circuit? On the track on Friday, it seemed like the technical directors didn't have much of an impact on the McLarens as they were fastest in both sessions. Lando Norris leading his teammate relatively comfortably in practice 1, but Oscar Piastri seemed to regain the advantage in practice 2. So yeah, an intriguing battle could be brewing between the McLaren drivers this weekend. And then also you have Verstappen not far behind. Ferrari looked quite strong in FP1, but then faded away in FP2, which would be frustrating for them. And Mercedes may be a bit more on form. So I think, yeah, while McLaren looks strong, they may not have it all their own way with potential challenges lining up. And before I go, let me run you through my predictions for the Spanish Grand Prix. I'm going to say pole Verstappen. I think, yeah, this could be a circuit that suits Red Bull more than most. So I'm going to say Verstappen could nick pole here. I'm going to say the McLaren will have too good a race pace. I'm going to say it would be Piastri who gets the win, Verstappen in second. I think Norris, I don't know, it just seems to be one of those seasons where it's one step forward, 2 steps back for Norris. So I can see him maybe having a disappointing race this weekend, and Piastri reasserting the momentum in the title race after a few disappointing rounds. Guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.